Alright guys, I want to talk real quickly about something and why I'm thinking about it. I'm going to make another video later on this weekend. But right now, I started seeing some videos online talking about this food and health and stuff like that with food and how healthy, unhealthy food is. Processed and super processed foods and stuff like that. And GMO and all that. But what people don't realize is that that whole stuff there is nothing more than an agenda. And these idiots are taking the bait, hook, line, and sinker. The thing about this agenda is they're wanting to basically kill the means of production for food. Big farming is it's being attacked right now. The farming industry is being attacked right now. They're trying to make it so that they own the total means of production for every single thing. And if they get it where they can own the total means of production of food, we're in trouble. I mean, they want to own all that stuff. And they want to basically try to do this Green Deal with the stuff to where they think they can run organic fertilizer. But the problem with all this is, is that the total means of production for the fertilizer and trying to make it organic and stuff like that, and I don't know what they're thinking, because you cannot grow enough food off organic fertilizer. We have to have fertilizer made from natural gas, and if it's not made from natural gas, we cannot sustain the planet with food source. On top of that, these people want to stop us from getting GMO corn, GMO crops, stuff like that. Well, the corn from GMOs, I mean, the GMO corns is all this and that. The corn is in your soft drinks. It's in all sorts of your different foods, stuff like that. Without that, we kind of basically won't have sugar, for one thing, from corn syrup, and if we go with cane sugar, that's going to be very expensive. We cannot produce enough cane sugar to be putting in all these sodas that people are drinking right now. It's not a sustainable thing. You cannot sustain life on the planet Earth with organic fertilizer and organic cane sugar. It's just not possible. And on top of that, they're trying to stop people from taking out the salt. Salt's a preservative. I mean, you need the salt for preservative reasons. Now, whether or not you eat too much salt, that's a totally different thing on you. But, I can tell you this, that one bowl of tomato soup from Campbell's is like 800 milligrams. I've looked at the sodium content because my blood pressure went up one time and I started looking at sodium content. One bowl of tomato soup from Campbell's is 800 milligrams of sodium. One can of Vienna sausages, on the other hand, is 1,200 milligrams of sodium. That's 400 milligrams of sodium difference. Now, I could eat that with some non-sodium crackers, and I have a pretty decent little low-sodium meal there, right? The thing about it is, people don't seem to realize that these people don't realize that if you do what you're trying to do in this Green New Deal and this crap, and you're trying to get these rich people like Bill Gates and all them total means of production of food, they own the food, they own you. I mean, essentially, and it's that simple. I mean, you cannot let them own this stuff. We have to keep that. We have to keep this stuff alive for the American farmer and everything else. We have to have potash and everything else for the American farmers. And China and all these big companies are trying to take it over. And you've got Bill Gates right now trying to take it all over too. Right now they're trying to do micro farming is what they call it, where they start feeding you bugs. They want to kill the cattle population, kill the pork population. They want to start feeding you bugs. They got machines right now that basically is doing the cloning of meat. They can put a little bit of meat in there. They can put it in this box, turn it on, and it'll produce some more meat. They're actually trying to push cannibalism on people. I can actually show you videos where they're trying to push cannibalism off on people, so that we start eating people and they start doing sort of a Soylent Green. They want to start feeding you, like I said, bugs and everything else. These people want to own the total means of production, and they don't want you to, and now they're trying to say GMO corn crops are this or that's bad. But, well, because it goes against China and anybody else who's in there with all that stuff. Monsanto's not a great company. They're not a great company. But you got to realize We need GMO corn for the production of diesel fuel. We have to have that because we're not really pumping enough oil out of the ground for all the diesel out here, and it may help us keep the cost of diesel fuel down. Okay, and also it also is fueled through your car in the form of ethanol. As long as you got a fuel injected car that's got ethanol is not hurting a fuel injected car. The only way ethanol is hurting anything is if it's carbureted. And I mean, I've run ethanol fuel in my lawnmowers for years and years now, and it had never hurt one of my lawnmowers. So I don't know what the crap they're talking about, but still, they're just trying to hurt us. They're trying to hurt the people, and now they're trying to say even cereal is unhealthy. Come on, man. I'm almost 45 years old. I'm 44, and I'll be 45 in December. And I gotta tell you, I've ate cereal all my life. I don't know what kind of crap they're trying to pull, what they're trying to say, but cereal is not, they're talking about it's super refined and crap like that. But BS, don't tell me that crap. The bottom line is they want to own the total means of production of food. And that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're working towards. They're trying to shut it down so that you get a fertilizer with natural gas, and trying to switch us over to this Green New Deal crap and what they call green hot spots and stuff like that. We have to have we have to have this stuff to sustain life. We got 8 billion people on planet Earth. We cannot feed those amount of people without doing something like GMO and having fertilizer that comes from natural gas. It's got to happen that way, or people die. You know, we're going to starve people to death. I mean, it's not the best and healthiest stuff, and I got to admit, it's not great. Would I much rather have organic stuff? Personally, yeah. But is it affordable? No, it's not affordable, and it's also not feasible to be able to feed 8 billion people on the planet Earth. So these morons are they're out of their mind. They're crazy. They're going to starve people to death, and it won't be us. It'll be the people in the third world country that hurt the most. We'll starve so many poor little children in Africa and stuff like that, and different places where people are really poor, and they need the food supply that they get from the bigger countries. So don't listen to this crap. You eat the food you eat. You don't worry about this crap or whatever else. I mean, sure, I got to admit, drive-thru's not the most healthiest thing for you, this and that. I mean, at the price you pay for drive-thru these days, you can pretty much just go to a regular sit-down restaurant and do takeout. But, I mean, don't believe this crap. Don't sit here and fall for these people and that BS are talking these days. Anyway, be good. Get at it. Take it easy, bud.